Hello everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today I'm going to show you as much as I can about how to build chords up and down the mandolin fretboard in the key of C major. We'll look at which notes make up each chord and which notes make up 7 chords, and then hopefully be able to show you a way that you can figure out all the different ways, or lots of different ways to play any chord that you want anywhere up the fretboard. So let's take a look and see how it works. Okay, if you take a look at a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Mandolin Edition, and you turn to page 19, what you're going to see is the key of C major and A minor, and you're going to see the chords that make up those keys. Today we're going to focus on the key of C major, and if I zoom in here, these chords here are going to be your most common chords found on any song in the key of C major, or on lots of songs in the key of C major. And then you're going to see in the bold the Roman numerals here that correspond with those chords. And those are going to be critical to learn because once you start thinking about chords in terms of Roman numerals, you're going to open up a whole lot of ideas in the world of music for yourself. And you'll see that the capital Roman numerals correspond with major chords, and then notice the lowercase Roman numerals correspond with minor chords. And that's going to be important to notice later. But today I'm trying to show you big ideas on building chords. And so what you're going to see is in the white boxes going across here, I've got the notes of the C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, if you're familiar with that system. And then what you'll see here is how do I build chords. So major chords are all built out of taking the 1, 3, and 5 notes out of the major scale. So if I look at a C major chord, it's going to be made of the notes C, E, and G. And that's on every instrument in the world. So I'm just going to show you some C major chords here and show you that they work because they're only used the notes C, E, and G. So here's G, E, C, E. Okay, so that's open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open. On the mandolin it looks like this. Here's G, E, C, E. Just C, E, and G notes. Here I can just play C, E, and C notes because sometimes you can leave the 5 out. The 1 is the root. The 3 tells you if it's a major or minor, which I'll explain later, and the 5 just kind of fills it out. So it's fine to just play C and E notes because you're just playing, even if you just play a couple of the notes that are part of the chord, you're still going to sound okay most of the time here. So C, E, C is a legitimate C major chord. So that's 5, 2, 3. But then instead of just thinking it's 5, 2, 3, I'm actually understanding that it's just C, E, and G notes, or combinations of those notes. Another C major, C, G, E, C. So 5, 5, 7, 8. Still C, E, and G notes. So that's C, G, E, C. Another C major is G, C, E, C. It's like this. So that's G, C, E, C, G, C, E, C. So it's easy to build chords all up and down when you know that all you're doing is trying to hit combinations of those notes. So G, E, C right here is just fine if you just want to play those 3 strings. But sometimes you're going to want to play what's called 7 chords, or dominant 7 chords, and you'll see it'll say C7. And to play a 7 chord like that, you just still take the 1, 3, and 5 notes, and you just add a flat 7. So C, E, G plus the flat 7. The real 7 in C major is a B. The flat 7 is a B flat. So if I take a C major chord and I add a B flat in there, then I'm playing a C7. So I could play G, E, B flat, E. Notice that one doesn't even have a C, but it's still got that C7 or C major, C7 sound. I can play C major up here, and then I can hit a B flat on the 6th fret. So that was just C, G, E, C, and then C, G, E, B flat. So the whole point of 7 chords is you're just adding the flat 7 in there, and then with the toolbox here I can see what's the flat 7 for all of these chords. A D minor chord, all minor chords are going to use notes in the 1, flat, 3, and 5 columns. So you're just like the D major scale is D, the 2 note is E, the 3 note's F sharp, the 4 is G. But what you're doing in a minor chord is you're taking the 1, the flat 3, and the 5 note. And all the notes that are in white boxes are in white boxes because they are part of that C major scale. So all the notes in white boxes are within this key, which is why they're in the special box. So the D minor still uses notes from the key of C major. So DFA is a D minor chord. I can play A, D, A, F. Looks like this. Got A, D, A, F. So second, open, open, first. I can play a D minor A, F, D right here because that's D, F, and A notes. I can play F, D, A like this. That's still D, F, and A notes. I can play A, F, D. Or I can expand that form here and play D, A, F, D. So anywhere I'm playing just D, F, and A notes, I'm playing a D minor chord. If I want to play a D7 chord, I need to throw on a C note. D minor 7, sorry. D minor 7, I'll play D, F, A, and C notes. So here I could just play A, D, and instead of this A, I could put a C here and then hit that F still. So that's like this. So here's D minor, just 2, open, open, 1. D minor 7 has that C note added in. Here's a D minor chord. No, that's a C minor chord. Here's a D minor chord here, up on the 7th, starting on the 7th fret. So that was just playing D, A, F, D was the D minor, and then D, A, F, C was the D minor 7. E minor chords, E, G, B. I'll show you just one real quick. I got B, E, B, G right here. So that was B on the 4th fret, B. So 4th, 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, going down. That's an E minor because it's just E, G, and B notes. I can play an E minor G, E, B on the 5th fret and then 7th. So it's really fun to build chords all over the place when you know which notes you need. F major, F, A, C. I can play C, F, A, F. So I can play 5th, 3rd, open, 1st. That's C, F, A, F. I can play an F major F, C, A or C, F, C, A on the 5th, 3rd, 3rd, 5th. And I really like that position. Lots of people don't use it, but I'm not a real mandolin player, so I don't know. But I notice a lot of folks don't use this position, and it's the same as this D major. So I feel like if D major is legit here, then this E major has to be legit, because it still uses the notes E, G sharp, and B for an E major. But the E minor is like this. E minor 7, I'm going to want to add a D note on there. So here I had B, E, B, G. So to find out how could I make it a 7, there's a D over here. So I've got my E minor, add on that D on the 5th fret, 2nd string. And then let's see. Oh, we were looking at F major. That was my problem. Okay, so F major is F, A, C. And then if I want to make an F7, I can add an E flat. So if I play that position I was showing you earlier, C, F, C, A on the 5th fret, 5th, 3rd, 3rd, 5th. Then if I've got an E flat right here that's easy to grab with my pinky. So here's C, F, C, A right here, C, F, C, A, which is F, A, C notes, like F major. But then I got an E flat right here that's easy to grab. And then G major is just slid up. G, B, D is a G major chord. So if I had C, F, C, A right here, then G major is just D, G, D, B. So I have F major, F7, G major. A G7 is going to be G, B, D plus an F note. So I got G, I have D, G, D, B is my G major, but I can throw down an F here, make it a G7. And then the A minor chord, A, C, E, G, I can put A, E, C, A. looks like this. So it's A, E, C, A. To make an A minor 7, I could just throw on a G, and so I have A, E, C, A right now. If I go A, E, C, G, so here's A minor 7, and it all comes back to C major. So I hope you found something useful in there about building chords, and once you know the notes that make up a chord, you can play them anywhere that you want as long as you know where those notes are found on the fretboard, which is the whole point of the toolbox. So I appreciate you taking a look, and hope you got something out of it. Thanks.